Welcome to Proactive Business Leadership. This segment is how to boost productivity. We're always striving to get results, but are we productive? First thing is technology was supposed to make life easier. Where is that time that we're supposed to be getting left over because technology was going to take over? Well, instead, it's governing our world. So first place is to realize how to use technology to save you time and to be at control and at choice with technology rather than it controlling you. Have a 24-hour window on responding to emails rather than a 24-second or 24-minute window. Check in on how you make decisions. This is one of the biggest areas of how you decide what your priorities are in order to be productive. One of the simplest tips I share with everybody is what's one action you can take today that will make the biggest difference, and then follow through on that. You're going to do way more, and that's icing on the cake, and you're going to feel successful because you're just building upon guaranteed success. You do that once a day, every day, for 365 days of the year, I guarantee you'll be in a better place, a different place, and ahead in a year from now, you'll have had success. And you'll have enjoyed it daily rather than hoping at the end of the year that you're somewhere different and that you're where you want to be. It also lets you realign if you get derailed or plans change. Another way for boosting productivity is to check in with the actions. You pick that action, it's on your to-do list or it's in front of you, and you need to check in, is this the right job for you? Are you the right person to complete this? Look at that action and ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 to 5 being pitch it and it's not worth your time, 6 to 8 being pause or pass it on. It's important, but maybe not today, maybe in 3 months. So communicate that to others so that they believe in your credibility, they respect your communication with them, and they know where it falls in the priority system. Pass it on, where you delegate it to somebody else. Maybe you're the wrong person because somebody else on your team is more of an expert. For example, maybe you're not a bookkeeper and you're trying to do all your accounting and books. Do you have somebody on your team? Or can you outsource it and hire somebody? You don't have to have an employee doing it. In a larger company or organization, who does the presentations? Who does the detailed work to prepare for the presentations? Are these the right people? Are you the right person? Pass it on. Then 9s and 10s. This is where you need to focus your time. This is where your passion and your purpose just resonates. You think about it and you go, I can't wait to get started. Now that's what you should be focusing on for the day because you're going to be most productive on 9s and 10s. Start your day with a 9 and a 10. 20 minutes. How many of you start with email? Wow, is that a 9 and a 10 for you? Yeah, you need to check your email. Yeah, you need to follow up on customer complaints or issues or promises you've made and deliverables. But do you have to do that in the first 20 minutes of your day? What's the difference if you started with a 9 and 10 for 20 minutes? You will have more momentum, you'll have more energy, and even the tough ones, if you can't pitch the 1 to 5s that really won't make a difference 10 years from now, even if you have to do those, you're going to find that you have more focus and energy around those, and they don't drain you as much. The issue is when you get to 3 or 4 o'clock in your day, and you're finally getting to a 9 or a 10, it no longer feels like a 9 or a 10. And it no longer gives you that momentum and motivation. So your productivity isn't as strong. For more tips on how to boost productivity, motivation, performance, visit proactivebusinessleadership.com.